Hi guys, this is Virag from Bionic Buzz, and tonight we are here deep in Hollywood because we got invited to the high school TV show premiere. It's a Freevee Amazon show, and we already got all the stars, including the twin sisters who are playing the characters and who wrote the story. So please stay with us and stay tuned.
I am Laura Kittrell, and I am the co-writer and co-showrunner of High School, along with Clea DuVall.
So where did the idea coming from?
The idea of High School came from a memoir that Tegan and Sara wrote about their lives. And Clea had been friends with them for 15 years and read the book and immediately knew that it needed to be a TV series. And I was just lucky enough that they let me come on board a little bit after that.
So please share a little bit more about the co-writing process.
Yeah, I mean, Clea, when I came on board, she'd already written the first 2 of 8 episodes. And once I came on board, we kind of just fleshed out what the rest of the season would be. We would talk over Zoom for a few hours every day, kind of separate, come back together, and we're just in pretty constant communication.
What was before? What was the last project before of this?
I worked on a TV show called Insecure for 5 seasons.
So you have a lot of experience, isn't it?
Yes.
What is your expectation from this one? Because it's a new show and it's an amazing...
So far the response has been really positive, and I just want to keep that going. So I hope that it reaches the people that we want it to reach, and it means as much to them as it does to us.
Why is it so special? So what is new? We have so many TV shows nowadays. How could you try to make it different?
I will say, when we screened the show at TIFF, and one of the nicest things that I heard from somebody at TIFF was that they said it was the least cynical show they'd seen in a long time. And that was something that Clea and I talked a lot about, was not making a cynical show. And I'm happy that that's coming across to people.
So I don't know much about the show yet. Please tell me something about the storyline.
Sure, it's basically 2 twin sisters growing up in Calgary in the 1990s, and the genesis of them as a band together. It's them exploring their sexuality. It's going through like hardships with their parents and their friends, and just getting through high school, basically.
Okay, thank you so much. And please share your social media with us.
Okay, it's at Laura McKittrell on Instagram and at laura.kittrell on Twitter.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
My name is Tegan. I am Sara.
Please tell me that how did the character get inspired by you?
We absolutely have met our counterparts, Tegan and Sara. Yes, we have met Susan and Rayleigh, who play Tegan and Sara. We actually discovered them on TikTok, and that was how they ended up playing us in the show. And we've spent lots of time with them, hanging out with them. We've played music with them, and we just felt like they were the perfect people, to play us. And, ultimately, I think that the show was inspired by our memoir, but we also have had a long friendship with Clea DuVall, who co-created the show, and she's just amazing.
So everything what we see in the series, in the show, is it fiction? I mean, how much? Okay, I ask it in a different way. How much is fiction and how much is real?
I think that Clea and Laura Kittrell, who wrote the show, I think that they used the book as a jumping off point. I think a lot of the main stories and the themes and topics and characters are from the book, but there was a lot of freedom in the show, I think, to fictionalize things and to mix and match stories. Television's a whole different way of telling stories, but I think if you read the book and you loved it, you won't be unhappy with the TV show. You'll be glad to see the TV show.
Were you nervous when you first see the first episode and you see yourself basically?
We were on set almost every day while they were shooting the show, so we were very involved, so it wasn't a shock when we saw the first episode. We were thrilled. Yeah, it was, the assembly of the episodes was very beautiful, and we loved the music and the score. I mean, we're really proud and excited about the show and the way it turned out.
What about your friends and family who saw the show?
Our friends and family so far are still talking to us, and they still love us. I think the shock of us telling our origin story and talking about the 90s wore off, when we put the book out a few years ago. So they're really excited. They're very proud of us. I think everyone knows how important it is to tell queer stories, especially about women. It's just so rarely done. And so I think even though it's uncomfortable for them in some ways, they're really happy for us.
You've never been nervous about that you're really opening up and showing your life. So it's you're not just writing a diary, and you actually, we can see your life now.
I actually would be more uncomfortable sharing a diary probably than all of this. This is fairly strategic and creatively choreographed, and we're very comfortable sharing this part of our life because we know it is a universal story that will connect with other people. And we've been doing it for 25 years. We're just so used to sharing this part of ourselves with people. It's very comfortable for us.
You mentioned that it's a universal story. So my origin is Hungary. Do you think that in other countries, even in Hungary or anywhere else in the world, will they understand the story? Will they connect? So is it as universal?
Yeah, I think that high school is a universal story because I think high school is something that most of us go through. We all at some point are adolescents or teenagers. It's hard for all of us. I think that the show is about something so much bigger than us. It's about coming of age, figuring out who you are. It's about being in love with your friends and figuring out what you want to do with the rest of your life and heartbreak. And I think these are all really universal things that no matter what country you come from, you'll be able to relate. I mean, we take our band all over the world and people relate, so I think people would like the show.
Okay, thank you so much and congratulations, and please share your social media with us.
Awesome,
Yes,
thank you.
Share your social media with us.
Yeah, it's at Tegan and Sara. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you guys. So we know that the show is about two twins, and you are twins in real life. So please share something about your childhood. How did you grow up? How was it to be teenager together?
Oh, it was fun. It was nice. I had a best friend right next to me at all times. We argued as siblings would, but I think with us being twins, it was a lot easier to get along again because we understood each other to another level. We had a lot of jobs together, so this is nothing new working together, so it was a lot of fun growing up with a twin.
I saw the trailer, and actually your characters look very annoyed to be a twin. Could you share something about that? What is it in the series?
I think that there's just a lot of stereotypes around twins, and it can get a little bit much, I think, once you hear it for so many years. So I think for a young teenager, that can be a little bit much, and you don't really want to be compared. And I think for Tegan and Sara in the film, there's a lot of comparisons. And I think I feel it in real life. I think many twins do, and so, yeah.
Share something about the job. How was it? What is your work experience? What shooting experiences?
Oh my God. It was amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better experience, and especially a better first experience. It was so much fun, and I'm just so grateful for all the support that we got during shooting.
Are you still rolling?
I'm sorry?
Are you still rolling, or you finished work?
We finished filming in June, early June.
And what is your expectation about friends and things?
I'm sorry?
What is your expectation from friends, and did you already get some feedback from?
Oh yeah. I've had a lot of friends reach out and tell me that they really are excited about it. They haven't seen it, of course, because it's not out until tomorrow. But everyone who worked on the show has seen it, and they love it so much. And I just hope that the audience has the same response.
My social media is Rayleigh Gilliland.
Mine's Season with 2 Y's.
Thank you, guys. Thanks. I am Virag from Bionic Buzz, and you are?
I'm Ryan Perosi, head of Amazon Freevee.
That sounds very impressive. That's a great position. So why did you give a chance for this show? Because there are so many shows. What was the catchy thing? What really caught you?
Well, there are so many shows, but it's all about the story. And we just love the story of Tegan and Sara. We were inspired by the book and just loved the book and thought it would make a great story. And it's been a fun journey working with them since the beginning to what we're premiering tonight.
And do you think that, was it behind that it's going to be very popular between the teenagers because it's about high school?
We hope so. At Freevee, we're trying to build a big tent service that welcomes lots of folks. We'd love to get younger in our demographic, and we're really hoping high school is that sort of first show that brings in a younger demographic.
This is actually very new for me. The Freevee, Amazon Freevee. Please tell something about it. Inform me a little bit.
Sure. So Amazon Freevee is an ad-supported streaming service. Doesn't require a subscription or even signing in, and we have thousands of cult classic movies and TV, but also a great slate of original films and series like High School.
And when did it get established?
In 2019. We're coming up on our 3rd birthday. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. And only one more question. What can we expect from the Freevee in the future? So it's going to be grown, and so what is the plan?
Yeah, well, we currently operate in the U.S., the U.K., and Germany. We're expanding. We're bringing more originals. We announced recently we're adding 70% more original series because customers are responding, and we want to give them what they want.
Will you get targeting all the countries all over the world, or you just have specific area? You mentioned Germany. I'm from Hungary, so will we have it in Hungary too?
Well, we're not announcing anything today, but Prime Video is available almost everywhere in the world. It's logical to think maybe someday Freevee will be too.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Tonight we are here in another amazing event because this is basically your show. So how was it to work together with someone else?
Co-show running with Kittrell. It was amazing. You know, this was my first time working in television on the side of it, and Laura was she's so smart and she's so talented, and it's, you know, you're telling such a longer story that to have someone there to collaborate with and, you know, build that with is really, I loved it. I mean, it was, you know, Tegan and Sara's story is just so interesting. You know, their relationship is fascinating. Their dynamic is interesting. You know, and their book was just so beautiful, and I just fell in love with it. And it captured something that really felt like my experience in a way that I had never really encountered before.
How do you remember your teenager time when you were a high school student?
Listen, I don't remember a lot. I kind of blocked a lot of it out, but reading their book, a lot came back to me. And then even in making the show, you know, I thought about things that that hadn't crossed my mind in, you know, 30 years, and it was really it was a really beautiful experience.
What is your expectation?
I've learned to not set expectations, you know, because you just never know what's going to happen. But my hope is that, you know, that people find the show and that they connect with it.
Second season.
Hopefully, yeah. I hope for a second season, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by, and please share your social media with us.
Pardon?
Do you have a social media?
I do. I'm on Instagram at official Clea D, and then on Twitter, I think just at Clea DuVall, I think.
Just in case.
Go on those very much, so.
We find you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I am Kyle Bornheimer. I play Patrick on High School.
And as I know, Patrick is the dad of the twins, right?
Yes.
Correct?
A stepdad of sorts for the twins, but yeah.
Do you have any life experiences to be a father?
I am a father. I am a father of two boys. This experience, reminding myself what it was like in the 90s and playing a parent in the 90s and comparing it to my wife and I parenting now, and where sensibilities, especially regarding drugs and sexuality and identity, where those have moved from the late 90s to now, and how far we've come, how far we haven't come with it, how we parent now compared to how they were, the comparisons, the similarities and differences.
So that's a good point.
Journey, yeah.
That's a good point. So what is the difference? What do you think? I'm a parent by myself too. So what?
You have two kids?
I only have one, and she's just 6. So I'm yes. So I just want to know how you see this, right? Because you said that you're trying to find a similarity, you're trying to find what is differences. So what is your opinion?
Well, I mean, practically speaking, Simone has written in the show to take the Tegan and Sara's mom, and in real life, which is a really good parent, a very balanced parent in terms of being kind of modern and enlightened about things, but also like, you know, taught the kids the value of work and money. Like, they kind of had a great balance. I took a lot of notes actually from the book and the scripts about parenting. Sensibility-wise, I think what's really important that my kids experience a world of much more inclusion and representation than I saw as a teenager in the 90s. And we flirted with it in the 90s. We flirted with being a little more progressive about these things in the 90s, but we didn't get there. And I think doing this show kind of reminded me of I was really sort of proud of our 90s that I thought we got sort of some of these progressive things right. I saw through this show how far we didn't come in the 90s and how far we had to go. And I'm proud that in many ways we've come so much further now, and that my kids' inclusion and representation and queer love stories and queer stories will be much more the norm for my kids.
Do you think that the technology changed so much since the 90s? Do you think that is it affected the teenagers nowadays?
Yeah, I mean, every generation has something that other older generations are worried about. I had to do an essay assignment with my son the other day, and the question was, what was your childhood like when you were 12? And I remember my MTV, that was what we did. And we would come home and MTV we were obsessed with. And so TikTok and MTV are the same pretty much. It's what this generation gets. I think I'm really supportive of how proud it is to own that cultural phenomenon for your generation. And so, of course, there's like responsibility that comes with it and it's complicated. But I also want them to be able to enjoy it and kind of have pride in that ownership of that.
Anyway, thank you so much to stopping by. Please share your social media with us.
Thank you so much.
Social media?
My social media? Oh, I don't know. I'm a Kyle Bornheimer 2075 on Instagram and Kyle Bornheimer on Twitter.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kobe Smulders.
And you are playing the mom in the TV show, The High School. And I already met with your husband, Patrick, on the show, of course.
Yes, Kyle, yes. Yes.
And I asked him, and I'm going to ask the same question, that do you have some life experience to be a mom?
I do. I have 2 kids, so I have a lot of life experience. I don't have teenagers yet, but yeah, I am a mom. Yeah.
Could you use something from your experiences in the show, during the show when you were playing the mother?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm the mother of daughters, so I think that relationship is very emotional. And so I think I had that experience, but I ended up loving Season and Rayleigh, so that was sort of an easy transition to be their mom. I was kind of their mama bear on set a little bit, so it was easy.
We have a pretty interesting conversation about how the time changed and how the things changed with time with Kyle. So he mentioned that to be a father in the 90s is different than to be a father now. So what is your opinion to be a mother, in an older time and earlier and now?
I think that parenthood is it comes with its own challenges, whatever decade you're doing it in, but this is certainly I think it's more challenging because of just navigating the technology, the social media of it all is sort of a new thing, which was wonderful to play at on set, not doing it, where, it's scary because your kids don't have cell phones, you can't call them, but it's also scary because they have cell phones.
Yes, because you can't reach them when you want, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
You look like a very modern mom with the red hair, and so is it just for tonight, or was it like so the mother? Just tell me that. How is the mother's character in the show? Describe her.
Sure. Simone, she is. She had twin girls when she was 20, so she was very young, and she's going back to school to become a therapist. And, her girls are 15, so she's kind of looking at her life and going, okay, they're going to be off and living their lives soon, and what do I want my life to be? So that's sort of her arc of the season.
Thank you so much, and please share your social media with us.
My social media? I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram.
Thank you so much.
My name.
Yes, we're going to find you. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you. My name is Gina Mazzaros, and I play Lily on High School.
Hi, I'm Marcus De La Rosa, and I play Tyler.
What is your best work experience in this show? What was the best experience when you were shooting?
I think just meeting everyone. There's so many talented people on this set. Tegan and Sara, and like Brienne and Esther, and everyone was just so nice and welcoming. It was amazing. Yeah.
I've got a similar answer. Yeah, it was just seeing everyone on set, but especially Tegan and Sara. They're also Calgarians. They're lovely to have on set.
So why is it different than another show what is about teenagers and high school students?
I think it's very authentic. It's not trying too hard or like overdoing certain things. I think everyone can relate to this show.
The show feels real. Like watching the first 3 episodes, it's.
Thank you. I had an amazing stylist.
They don't hold anything back as far as what's going on in their lives. Being a Calgary show, it feels very much like my own high school experience. And also, it features my city, so I love seeing it.
I think your age is, you are still very young and you are very close to this world. So this was your experiences in high school, so you have similar experiences?
I was kind of a loner in high school, so not really. I didn't go to parties till the 12th grade, so.
I can't say my experiences were the same, but I still resonate with it. That's why it's a good show. even though I don't have a similar story to many of the characters there, I feel close to it.
And what is next? I mean, this show probably going on, but did you finish shooting or are you still working?
Can't name anything right now, but you can probably see us around Calgary because we're from Calgary.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going back to Canada?
For a bit, yeah.
Yeah, flying out tomorrow.
Wow. So are you planning an LA career here, so in Hollywood something?
Oh, absolutely.
If someone will give me a visa, yes.
Yeah, marry us.
Okay, thank you so much. Please share your social media with us.
Gina Mazeros, it's GEENA_MESZAROS.
And Marcus, DR34, MARCUS, DR34. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
I play Allie in high school.
Please share something about the character because we just saw the trailer yet.
Allie is the high school heartthrob, but she's kind of, she's a bit unexpected, and it's just someone who in the first season is super enigmatic, and like you kind of get to project your own idea of who she is onto her, and because of that you kind of fantasize her as being someone very cool. She's quiet, but at the same time like she watches everything, and she's a very interesting character, very fun character to play.
Do you think that her character is close to yours?
No, we're not. I think, especially in high school, but even now, especially in high school, I think I wish I was as cool as Allie. I think I maybe thought I was, which is exactly what Allie wouldn't do. She doesn't try to be cool. She just is like pretty authentic and like genuinely just over it. Me, I tried to pretend I was that person, but I cared way too much about what people thought about me.
When did you start acting?
I started acting maybe around 8 years old, like commercials and print and stuff, and then theatrical, like television when I was 8. Yeah.
Are you currently working on another project?
Right now, I have nothing going on, which is actually quite nice, and I'm just taking care of myself, living my life, and reinvigorating my creativity. But I do have another Netflix movie coming out next year called Uglies.
Thank you so much, and please share your social media with us.
Brianne Chu, BrianneTJU. That's my Instagram. That's all I have.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.